各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩轩辕剑三银河山的彼端 or as we know it in English, The Legend of No 轩辕 Sword 3 Mist Beyond the Mountains. Hello everyone, welcome to our usual stream. Except I started late, I really apologize. I was gonna start earlier but ran into some things, so oops. That's why we are starting at this time, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and load here. Anyway, if you remember, we're at West Market. We are exploring the city of Chang'an, so we finally arrived at the capital. So let's continue here. Anyway, I remember. Hello, Illusion Queen. We are supposed to talk to this blue man in blue, and then load after we do so. So let's do that. Anyway, this is Sarda, the merchant. The traveling merchant. He says like, I am a traveling merchant who loves adventuring. I have gone to countless kingdoms in the world. Let's see. So I've become. Let's see. One sec. Just to make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I have also become proficient in the languages of many kingdoms. Let's see. That's why I wanted to make sure. Let's see. I've discovered that China, the culture and history of China has a. Let's see. Let's see. Is very enthralling. Maybe I say enthralling, or it really means like attractive. Yeah, but I could say enthralling might make more sense in this case in English. So I have decided that perhaps I will live a long time in China. It looks like the two. I know, it's like it was destiny for the two of us to meet, and it seems like I don't know, like a let's see, like it was planned in this mythical world. Yeah, you did everything correctly and unlocked him. Like something that was planned in this mythical world. I don't know how. Like it's somewhere like, yeah, like there's something like it was destiny to meet. Essentially, he's just reinforcing, and he says like, it just so happens that I have some things that some special things. I hope you might be able to use it. So yes, you can buy from him now, if you guess, since he is a traveling merchant. And you could buy some very interesting things. But are we going to buy anything from him? He does have a lot of like, these are, oh yeah, these are very, very good. So you can spend your money to increase your stats, because these are all actually like permanent stat increases, which are very, very, very good. So at least we unlocked him. Good, good. You can only purchase from him once, so if you want more, you can save up and come back later. Okay. So, Man, you could really cheese the game too. So this is the only, like, after this, the only time we can buy from him. Interesting. Oh, maybe we could cheat. I mean, like, essentially, this is insanely powerful. Maybe I should come back and do it because, like, excuse me, we'll have more opportunity. Really annoying that you have to do a long line ahead. You only get to purchase from him once. Yeah, that is a little lame. So we are not going to buy. Very well. May we meet. If there's another chance, may we meet again. And he just says afterwards, like, may we meet again. So you cannot talk to him again. Obviously, we will not squander our... So I guess we will talk to him later. Yeah, so I see. So that's why we want to save money. So we can purchase the stats increase. I will do it later. Just looking at what stores we've gotten here. And it says best in the world is what it says on the banner here. And this is the word for martial arts. So this is probably like a dueling ring. As in like duel. Petty official waging. He says like... I know. I was thinking about the side quest and how difficult it was. So we had to do certain. So you have to do a bunch of side quests all the way back from the beginning of the game. Anyway, the words of the lowly carry no weight. Anyway, he's referring to himself. Probably he's like, why do my word certainly has no weight. Let's see. Sir, it seems, Septim says, sir, it seems like you have a lot of thoughts, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what Xuan Yuan in this case is mean. I mean, like, normally it would be like, it means being jealous of? Yeah, I'm trying to think, see what he's saying. Yeah, because we're talking about concubine first. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, that's why I was like thinking, like, what am I... Yeah, doesn't it mean she's a jealous person? Yeah. I guess, yeah, she's... Okay. I guess that makes... Yeah, sorry, I just had to. Yeah, because I was just thrown off by Shan Du, but because that does mean to be jealous. So, like the. Yeah, sorry, I was just like, what am I? Let's see. I see, I see. I get it. Actually, now I just realized I had to take me a few seconds to wake. I guess I had to wake up or something. Let's see. The concubine is arrogant and willful and jealous. She must not know that in the historical records, those empresses who were those jealous empresses, that jealous empresses did not have. Hold on, thing. How do I say? 好下场. Yeah, it's like tends to be. I see. That's why I couldn't. That's why I'm getting so confused. Sorry, that really threw me off for a moment. Let's see. Yeah, I see. Yeah, in historical records, those jealous empresses, not a single one of them had a good end. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so septum. The waiting continues. In the historical records, there are a few. I would probably call her Consort Yang. I see. True. Because, like, that is who we're talking about. Yeah, not just any concubine. For Consort Yang, her official title. Let's see. Yeah, in the historical records, there are a few jealous empresses known to be jealous, like Lu. I know these names are, and these are probably historical figures that I just don't know about because there's just so many. Lu Zhi, Zhao Fei Yan. And remember, I'm also saying the last name first, so. Jia Nanfeng, and Empress Zhe Tian. Let's see. Alright. And all of them more or less left their left a bad name for their descendants, I guess. Maybe that's the better. Yeah. Left a bad name for their descendants. That's right. Of the empresses that I spoke of, one of them did not end up becoming how do I say this? Huang Taihou is like it's like the king's mother, Empress Dowager. Yeah, I couldn't think of like one of them did not become an Empress Dowager. Sir, do you know who it was? Yeah, I had to think for a second. Like, yes, the Empress Dowager, like Cixi is like one of the most famous one. That's much later, from the Qing dynasty. Essentially, the emperor's mother. Sorry, not king. I had to distinguish. Those are two different things in Chinese history. Septum says, I think the one who did not become the Empress Dowager. I have a choice between Lu Zhi, Zhao Fei Yan, Ge Nanfeng, or Wu Zetian. I don't know this off the top of my head, so I'll actually have to look this up. So, unless someone already knows the answer, but I'm not like ultra familiar with anyone other than Wu Zetian. Did Wu Zetian ever have a? Was she ever? Maybe she wasn't. She's one of the most famous empresses. Wu Zetian. I think she's. I forget. Is she in Tang Dynasty as well? I'm forgetting. My goodness, I'm mixing it all up now. That's a good question. No, she's yeah, she was. Yeah, Wu Zetian is Tang Dynasty as well. So okay, so I'm not wrong, but shall she ever? Yeah, so she entered. Okay. Yeah, so she crowned herself emperor. Okay, no, she was a empress dowager at one point. So, nope, it's not her, not Wu Zetian. Would be a recent empress at this time, just like she has been a few decades earlier from where we are in the timeline. But Jia Nanfeng is or Ge Nanfeng? I don't know. I always forget how to. Yeah, sorry guys. I just have to. I have to find out, and that also means I have to read up on them from wikis. So you probably, let me see. I know they should love when this game does like throwing random history questions at you, or math questions actually, more likely. But I'll help you guys out, because most of the time we won't, like, even I don't know Chinese history of that. So this is Jianan Feng, I think. Did Jia Nanfeng have was she ever an Empress Dowager? That's a good question. Sorry guys, give me a sec. She is from the 300s, so that would be... I see. So she's 3 kingdoms. Would she be... Is she officially Empress Dowager then? Because she's 3 kingdoms, it wasn't a unified China at the time. Yeah, it's a lot of... Sorry, it's a lot of history. Yeah, I don't think... Right, because she's in... Like, she's Wei, Kingdom Wei, from the in 3 Kingdoms era, so... I don't think she was ever a Empress Dowager. At least not from what I'm skimming, so... She has a long history too. Sima Zhong was her Taizi Fei, but she, which is like the wife of the emperor of the prince. So, no. Yeah, I think it's her. I could look up the other two, but I'm just gonna go. Anyway, I did save, so I can just reload if I don't get this right. Is it her, Jianfeng? I know. They forcing us to go through. So, let's see. Yeah, it was her. I had to like really look into it. Sorry, I had to inform myself about about the Three Kingdoms. I did not know about her, so that also just means I don't know. You say it seems you are somewhat experienced with the historical records as well. Let's see. Oh my, more questions. Hopefully we're not going to just be doing that the whole time. Let's see. Do you know that among the 吕雉赵飞燕贾南风 and Empress Zetian, in the end, who was the only one that continued their respective dynasties leadership? 大统 is like yeah, that's leadership from what I remember. Right? I think. Like, I think only who is the descendant that continued their holding power. And he says, and Septim says, like, I'm sure only which of them had their descendant inherit their rule. Yeah, continue to have government power. I was being too literal. What do I say? 吕雉赵飞燕 Jianfeng or Wu Zetian. So he's saying like which of their descendants are the only ones that continue to inherit their rule. Good question. I don't think. Yeah, so it has to be their successor must have been someone who ruled. So let's see. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know this, unfortunately, because I'm actually not familiar. As I said, I'm not too familiar with anyone other than Wu Zetian. So, sorry. I don't. Since I don't. I have to read longer articles, so it really kind of is like, Do I want the answer? Yeah, go ahead. Because I don't know them. And this is going to take too long to look up everything. So, because you essentially have to kind of read a biography, a little bit of a biography. Yeah, it's the only one I'm familiar with. Okay, so it is Wu Zetian. Because, like, I know that this one is not because... Okay, so it is Wu Zetian. Okay. Yeah, she's the only one I know of. I didn't... It doesn't mean I'm most... I will say I'm not... Admit that I don't know her entire life. So, okay. So we'll just pick Wu Zetian, which is the correct answer. Okay, well, we got the same thing. It seems like you are experienced with the historical records. I wish to befriend you, so I have something that will serve as a gift. How do I say this? A gift for our meeting? No. Like an introductory gift, I guess. Hey, we got a Sarida as well. Septum says, thank you very much. Another Sarida. What does a Sarida do anyway? That's a good question. Also, I forgot to actually use we had this, the Sarida increases your spiritual power by 100 points. And I actually forgot to use the Wonder Bread. It sounds like it's the shopping. Let's go ahead and increase someone's HP by 30. Nicole is in dire need of it, honestly, so yes. This 100 points of spiritual power is more useful for either Kama or Nicole. Septim barely uses it, so I don't really care about you giving it to him. Yeah, he could use it too, but restores HP 100 for 100 spiritual power. No, he's not going to use it too much either, so let's give it to Kama, who probably needs it more. Yes, we did not use Hui and Sarira. Sarira? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyway, I also missed this. This increases strength by 10. These are the... this is the Cypress sleeve, sorry. I forgot. I don't know. My botany sucks too. So this increases your strength by 10. Let's give it to Septim, since he guarantees needs to attack. Yeah, this just proves that my Chinese history knowledge is still extremely incomplete. Actually, in a way, it's almost too difficult to know everything because the history is so long. Like, which period of Chinese history are you talking about? Are you talking about, like, spring and autumn? Are you just talking about the pre-Qin dynasty? Or are you talking about 3 kingdoms? Or the multiple dynasties? Like, are you talking about Song dynasty or Tang dynasty? Goodness gracious, it's long. There's a lot to go through. That in and of itself, like each dynasty in and of itself could be a course in history. Okay, we're gonna save here. And this is the Muda, the missionary, and he says, interesting. The great city of Baba has fallen. And he says it has fallen. I think. Hold on. Let me see. I'm doubling sure. Has fallen. It has become a residence for demons and all kinds of and the breeding ground. I guess like child shit is like the nest, but let me see. Yeah, the lair for all kinds of corrupt spirits. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got this right too. It's more like I kind of think I know what he's saying, but I want to be double sure. So sorry, please bear with me here. Yeah, yeah, all kinds of filthy spirits. There you go. And it's also become the nest for all kinds of dirty, detestable birds. Really? It wouldn't, like, Babylon doesn't even, at this point, Babylon's long gone. We would be at the, that's in Iraq, in modern day Iraq, anyway, so, let's see. Now, your city of Chang'an is also the same way, but, believe in God. Only by asking God for help will you obtain salvation. Will you obtain eternal life? I guess he's comparing Chang'an to a modern, well, at that time, modern day Babylon. So he's saying the city. Let's see. Oh, great God, please forgive the ignorant people of this kingdom. They have been made filthy by made filthy by what they have done, and they have been tempted by the or like, I guess, like, yeah, they have been tempted by the devil, the Satan, essentially. The word Mogwai is Satan. Sorry, I should actually mention that. May the God Yahweh not abandon them, and demonstrate, or may you the god Jehovah or Yahweh is more popular nowadays. Yahweh, not abandon them and show your power to save them. I do wonder, there were missionaries in the Tang Dynasty. Would they be openly able to preach in the street like this? I'm really not very sure. Anything else? He's just preaching. Believe you will obtain eternal life by believing in God. I feel like although like yes, you are supposed to attain eternal life by believing in God, but kind of not explaining exactly why you should do so, or like what does that have to do. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a very effective way. You're not explaining what about Jesus Christ. And I do wonder if would they be, I know there were missionaries that came to the Tang Dynasty, but I'm not 100% sure they would be allowed to be on the street like this. And this is the Du Kangju or Kangju, or which I guess is the name of the inn. Oh, I found someone here. Wen Sheng Hao. I've heard that the Jiedu Shi of Long Shi, I think is that how to pronounce that this name. Of Long You. Of like Long You as like a place, and Long is like a I guess the Gansu province, named Geshu Han, and the Jiedu Shi of Fanyang, Anlu Shan, and the Jiedu Shi of oh yes, Jiedu Shi, as you remember, it's like a provisional like essentially he's the leader of the province, of certain provinces. So of course of Shuofang, named An Si Sun. Those three, it seems that they have always not been in harmony with each other. I know I'm talking to him through the screen. Actually, yeah, he's probably talking to. It's the guy sitting on the table over there. Yeah. Let's see. Earlier, the emperor commanded his retainer, I guess. Nei Shi is like someone who's waiting on him. And, right. I think. Gao Li Shi, to prepare a banquet in the east side of the city. An Lu Shan and his brother Shu Han were start arguing with each other during the banquet, and left in I guess like and they left not amicably, did not leave amicably. Oh, Ge Shu Han. I'm sorry. You're right. Ge Shu Han. I just read his name too, which is kind of sad. Sorry about that. Ge Shu Han. Ge is his last name. His last name also it could be the word for brother, but like But so that's where the confusion comes in. Sorry about that, guys. I literally just read his name and I don't know. I pronounced it and read it as a name and not as the brother. Sorry about that. Oh, jeez. That's also a very rare last name. I don't remember anyone with the last name Ge, but of course, historically, yes, you can see there's someone with that last name. So there's already some stuff boiling over. Anyway, this is the innkeeper Yen, and he says, like, I'm sorry, hello, guest, honored guests. I am very sorry. We are currently full. All of our rooms are currently full. We must trouble you to wait a little bit. So we can't use the inn right now. So, and this is Zhang Kai Tai, and he says, I really wish I had like knew more stuff about the Anlushan rebellion, because I feel like, man, I need to know more about this, or how this rebellion started in the first place. I know we're right before. Let's see. Anyway, I mean, I could just summarize this, because otherwise it will take forever, but like, let's see. For first, I'll just do it slowly. Let's see. For the sake of Anlushan's in-laws within the city of Chang'an, the emperor has constructed new residences. Inside are furnished pools, I guess, like ponds. Yeah. Beds, tables, and chairs. Let's see. And I'm trying to see what like the individual items are. And curtains made from like the bed curtains as well. The bed curtains and all types of furnitures. Let's see. And so basically he furnished, it's completely furnished. Making a complete furnishing. I know, this is... And also all of that is decorated with with gold and silver. so that they with grandeur and beauty and magnificent. Even things within the imperial palace itself may not be comparable. Essentially, yeah, they're being like the short answer. To summarize, he's just saying the furnishings that they're being provided are just as good as the palace, if not maybe even better. So that's to say, An Lushan's family is being treated very, very well by the emperor. I forget why this is, but anyway, anything else? This is Wang Yaming, and he says, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Like the retainer handling administrative work, Gao Li Shi is one that is loved and greatly trusted by the emperor. No matter people within and without the palace, without being or outside the palace, I should say. I was trying to be literary. Those within and outside the palace are extremely fearful of him. The Prince Li Xiang, I think, is that Li Xiang? Hold on. No, I don't think so. Li Heng, yeah, Li Heng is the name of this prince. Even the Prince Li Heng must call him Big Brother, Dake, which is like a very... Let's see. Qingwan Gongzhun. I'm trying to think. How do I translate this title? Like this is another prince, I guess. I don't know how to. Because there's the emperor's son, but I guess he's a prince from a different side. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of a good way to. Like, he's the. Yeah, I know. It's like. I think, like, because Gongzhe is the word for duke in like in European hierarchies. I guess like Prince Duke must call him elder, or like this is why it gets a little tricky translating some of this. It means like someone who's old. He has to call him like as someone older than him. And the princess, his husband, must also call him Lao Die, which is like father, but like no, it's kind of weird. He's not technically his father. It's just a way to address him. Of essentially, all you need to care about is the fact, like the fact that even certain royal family members must call him with great respect. It's a little bit hard to explain, like why you would call him like that, like how important that this retainer, like they just want to make sure that you know that the retainer is extremely important. The point where royal family members are calling him by a very venerated titles. Li Lingpu and An Lushan were all came into the were all all reliant on his recommendation in order to obtain their achievements today. Yeah. So, yeah, that retainer is very important. Okay, are you allowed to go upstairs and obtain things? You are allowed to obtain things. There's a lot more people to talk to. Let's first get the immortal wine first. Do I care to talk to everyone? I mean, honestly, we're kind of... I couldn't move us along here. I mean, is there... I don't think they're just going to talk more about the situation, which is fascinating in and of itself, but I don't want to stall us out here. We're never going to leave the Western market if we don't. If we talk to everyone, so I'll see. Let me just see if there's any... Like, this is the Shaodong, and he is the... What is a Shaodong like? He is the innkeeper's son, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, he's the innkeeper's son, and he says like, "Oh, I'm so tired." Septim says like, "Sir, it seems like you've come from a very long way." Let's see. Or not, you come a long way. It seems like you went a long... You came from a... Yeah, I came from a long way, I guess. There was a guest who left their bag in our inn. In my inn. It was only after that guest had left for 8 hours that the innkeeper discovered it. Oh, I sense math coming. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. That guest horse was walked 300 li in the daytime. I rode a fast horse to catch up to it in order to return the bag to him. When I returned back to the inn, only then did I discover that it had already been 18 hours since that guest left. Sometimes say, well, that does sound very tiring, but your horse seems to have run faster. The innkeeper's son continues. Let's see. Would you like to take a guess? How long? how long or how many? What was the distance my horse had to run? Okay, this is another math problem. Yay! Okay, based on the information, oh my goodness gracious. I should have written things down a little bit. My bad. Oopsies. Okay, so... Oh, crap. It was 300 li in 8 hours. Or 4 时辰, which is like a period of 2 hours, really. But that's I translated them into hours that we can print. But in actuality, in Chinese, you will see the numbers are like half of what I say because it's 时辰. And then let's see. And so, like the horse had to travel back and forth in 9 shichen. So, oh my goodness. So he took him, if that's the case, it was 5 shichen for the innkeeper's son's horse to travel. Dang, that's a fast horse. Let's see. So remember, like normally you would say, oh, he traveled 600 li, but remember there was some time period that the horse had to travel too. So the horse was traveling at like, oh boy, I have to think about this. I have to think about this math problems. We're not done with math problems. We've been running into math problems all game. So I hope this reward is worth it. I'm kind of like, I did save before this, so I didn't mess up. I would reload, but oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm really like, let me think about this. Okay, so we can at least get that so from when he left it was 9 hours. Let's see. So let's see. Yeah, so in 6.5 hours, the innkeeper's horse was able to catch up. Let me think. You have to organize the problem, so that's the hard part. It's like taking into account the fact that the 2.5 hours had to be has to be taken into account, because that's like the amount of time it took for the horse to come back, the innkeeper's horse. Sorry about that. Okay. So if it's 2.5 hours going at the speed of 2.5 shichen, sorry, not hours. I'm just trying to make sure I understand. So let's see. So the slow horse then we now know is 75 li per. That means it's 75 li per shichen. Okay, at least we know that's the speed of the slow horse, because that's as far as he could go. So that means all you need to do is to know that you needed 2.5 to get him and 2.5 to come back. So all I care about then is the fact that I have to just multiply 75 times 2.5 then. So if you multiply 75 by 2.5, right, one sec. 75 by 2.5, another like 187. So then it'll be it'll be 487.5. Yeah. Right. It'll become 487.5 li, because that's 2.5 hours additional that he traveled. And so the fast horse then had to travel that 487.5 forward and then 487.5 back. So 487.5 times 2 is 975 li. So that's my answer. It was 975 li. Okay, let's go. But I think I made a mistake. Because my calculation, because 900 is not here. So, yeah, oops. Yeah, I have to double check. I might have remembered the question wrong. So I'm gonna just answer, but I'm not. It's gonna be wrong 100%. 875, but it's not gonna be right. My horse did not run at that speed. Oh, what a pity. Let's see. I thought it was fate meeting you, but never with. But I never thought in the end there was it wasn't fate. I guess that's the best way to put it. He's just saying what a pity. He thought you would. He thought I would know. Okay, let's do the requirements of the problem again. I must have. He was tired. You look like you came from traveled a long way. Yeah, so it was 4 Shichen before the Zhanghui figured it out. The innkeeper. Sorry, I don't know why I switched. I see. Actually, I see. It was 300. But this is... So he caught him at the 300 li mark. Right? Now I'm a little confused. About Huan Yuan. I mean, is this a trick question then? He's saying it was 300 li to catch up to get to the but he's saying that it was 300 so it took 2.5. Yeah, that's why I'm so confused. Yeah, That's so tricky. Because, like, you would think that the trick question would be it was 600 li. But then there's not, it doesn't make sense. So, I must be not understanding the problem correctly. The guest had already left for 4 时辰, and then the innkeeper discovered it. But it must be that he had already walked 300 li at the time. That's the only reason there's this uncertainty. And he used a fast horse to catch up. So return it to him. Yeah, so it took him 5 时辰 to get there. So it should have been 2.5. So that's why I'm so confused. Like, this should be right. My calculation should be right, but I'm very, like, it's not. Like, I must be, like, misunderstanding somewhere. Because it took him 5 时辰 to get to and from. Like, that's the only way. So that means it took 2.5 to get to where he was. So, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm so confused. Like, unless he's saying it's just one way, but which would be 480, but I don't know if that's right, or 490, or 480. I mean, I could try picking 490 for fun, but like, that's only one way. And he's saying how much does his horse travel? Yeah, the only thing is like 490. I don't know. 490 to round up? No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, I mean, I don't want to brute force it. I mean, brute forcing at that point, you might as well just get the answer from the walkthrough. Like, I'm actually stumped. I don't know what the... I know I've spent like quite a bit of time to do it. Yeah, I might have to just call it on this one, because like, I can't figure it out. I think I must be messing up the calculation somewhere. I'll have to look it up how they calculated it later, but for the sake of time, we might have to... I think... Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably something like I'm misunderstanding. Because the guest left at 4 时辰. In Force Ascent, it was already 300, so. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I think my son has just woken up. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. Oh, goodness. My poor son. 15 minutes. I had to use it up. Oh well, it happens sometimes. This is what happens when you start streaming late. So hopefully we can avoid these situations more easily in the future. Anyway. Yeah, so for the sake of time, even while I was trying to put him to sleep, I was thinking about this math problem, so... I'm personally really stuck. Yeah, let's get the answer, because like at this point, I can't figure it out. I must be misunderstanding something. 780? Interesting. Yeah, there must be something I'm doing wrong here. So that would mean he traveled 390 li. That's very interesting. I'll have to look up how the calculations derive later. Probably have to look at some guides on the internet or something. Oh well. Yeah. For once I actually failed a math challenge. It's really sad, but I also don't want to stall us so long that we don't get any progress. So, but thank you for looking it up. 780. Oh, honored guest, you certainly are. You certainly are something. You determined that my horse traveled 780 li. Here is a meager. I think it's meager, right? Yeah, I'll have to look up how the calculation works, by the way, unless someone can already knows. It's a little unfortunate. I think I misunderstood the problem, so... But, oh well. Sometimes it happens. These little trick questions. My meager... I have a meager gift. Please receive it. Yay, we have the shining shoes. Septim says, thank you very much. You have free time, please feel free to patronize our inn. Yeah, I know. Use our services, I guess. Okay, we are safe. I know. We may only have time to really do this street, because like... let me just see if there's anything else of worth. I mean, do you have anything interesting? This is Wang Xiangyu. So it's like, oh, my wife ran off with another man. It's all because I didn't. I wasn't doing honest. Like how to say it? 不务正业 is like I wasn't doing honest work, I guess. Yeah, I guess right. Good. Like all because I wasn't doing honest work. So now I really don't know what I should do. Well, you have only yourself to blame, buddy. If you had just, I don't know. Anyway, this is Piglia Wei, and he says, I also do wonder how they translated some of these things too in English, because they're a little bit difficult. Brotherly, take a look. Over at the neighboring table, there's sitting at the neighboring table seems to be the Fu Ying. I know, it's kind of a hard. Of the capital, Xuan Yuan Zhongtong. I know, it's that name though. Seriously. Hearing the contents of our conversation, why is it that... Okay, Pete figured it out. I see. Nice. Customers' horses goes 12.5 li per hour for 13 hours. Oh wait, hold on a minute. Right, yeah, so 12.5. Interesting. Oh, I see what you are saying. I see, I see. I just realized you're right. It's day per day. I don't know why I just didn't like think about it for a second. It's per day. I was dumb and I was thinking like total time distance traveled and I just couldn't like I just didn't pay attention. Yes, exactly. For 4个时辰 or 8 hours, yeah. Right. It's because I was not thinking. Sorry, I missed. That's what I was saying. I misunderstood the question. I was thinking the question was asking total distance period, not how long it will take or how fast. Not the speed. I don't know why I just like totally did not think about it. I was not thinking. He was always saying like, no, I'm not for maybe I'm a logical person. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was dumb and I did not think about the requirements of the question. He's asking the speed, not the total distance. So that's why I was just totally messing up because I was just trying to get the total distance the whole time. Oopsies. Yes, you only care about the how much per day happen. So, thank you. Now that makes more sense. It's basically I didn't read the question properly. Or I didn't understand the question properly. I forgot that I was thinking like, I kept going with total distance, but I'm supposed to like, it's distance per day. Or the speed. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, hearing about the contents of what they're discussing, why is it that his relationship with You Xiangjiao, or no, sorry, Yang Youxiang, sorry about that, the name of the person, it seems so surface level, so shallow. There you go. Surface level is a very modern way of saying that. Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about a bunch of figures. I might just skip through this because like I don't know who they're talking about, and I'm still like I don't have the historical context to know like the significance of this. Unless someone wants like I need a crash course on like these particular figures, but yeah, but this is like, sorry, I have no idea what they're talking about. Sorry, just got a message from yeah, I don't know what they're yeah, I'm just gonna jump through this. I mean, I don't know if this is important. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're gonna keep talking about this, but they're talking about specifically about this person named Yang. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, too much historical going over my head. Exactly. This is... I don't have the historical context to give you guys, to tell you why this matters. They're talking about Yang Zhao, person, but I don't know who Yang Zhao is. He is an official at the very least. And they're talking about, like... 先于周通论宪当时间呢户部尚书张丑呀推荐杨昭造就了杨昭的平步青云 Yeah, I mean they're talking about like yeah, it's not super important to know this right now. I feel like we'll stick with whatever is relevant to the plot anyway. So I'm not gonna really talk about this. It's just too much to translate at this point. And we don't have Hyang Guozhong, the consort. Anyway, more importantly, Septim's opinion of this matter is like, why is it that I keep hearing about the name of this person named Yang Guozhong? And also, it seems like this person doesn't have a very good reputation. Yeah, that's all that matters. Like, this is all stuff that will go over the head of Septim anyway, because he's also not up to snuff about the political implications of some of this. It's mostly those little figures I have no idea who they are. And this is Xuan Yuan, the person we were talking about. Yeah, they're more talking about Yang Zhao. This is the Xuan Yuan Zhong Tong who they were talking about earlier, this person. I'm just gonna get through this. Zhang Zhou Yong Cheng is like anyway, I'm just gonna essentially like be careful, people might be listening. Yeah, it's not very important right now. This is not important. They're just about Yang Zhao. But I have no idea how significant it is to the history. Basically, I don't have enough context. I need to come back to you guys if I can find more about it. Otherwise, like, we may need some, like, aid from outside. Okay, this is the Nanlüge, or the... And this is the spiritual spirit orb of sunlight, I think. Really interesting. This is the... Oh, nice. Yeah, though this store has been around for decades, and like in the greater North Jiangnan, they have other they have like 10 branch stores. And if they have any mechanical like of the mechanical plans, they can also help you build it based on those plans. Yeah, you can also exchange for anything like special stuff. Ha! There's another store called Songjunju, which is in Luoyang. He's saying that they're basically their rivals. It seems like. And he's saying like, don't give anything to that store, or Song Yunju, sorry. Yunju, Song Yunju is the name of the rival store in Luoyang, and he's saying like, don't give it to to that lousy Chang, the name of the storekeeper there. Our handiwork is better. All right, whatever. Alright, we have the mechanical plans too. I'll come back later. Remember those magical crystal pieces? Now you can put them in. Should we use this store or should we go into a different store? I haven't gotten everything. He's like, I haven't gotten all the pieces. Like, well, that's an unfortunate. I heard it's better to save them for later. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything in this store then. We're also running a little bit out of time, so... Bye. This is Gongsun. Anyway, this is what he's going to talk about antiques very quickly. So, Gongsun Yang, I think is how to pronounce his name. And he says, buying antiques is such a headache, buying the most. The antique buying I know, like the most troublesome antiques to buy, I guess, is related to the reign of the emperor of the Li dynasty. Septim says, what do you mean? Or sorry, about the... I think he's talking about the current emperor, not the Li dynasty. I don't know what I'm saying. Right? Because like the... Or is it like the past dynasties maybe? Yeah. Like not the Li... Like the buying stuff from the reigns of... From periods of past dynasties. Like, for instance, do you know how many reigns, or how many years has passed since the previous dynasty to the current one? Oh, I didn't say too. I didn't only save it in. Something's like, it must have taken how many reigns? How many emperors has it been since? I actually don't know this answer either. Man, they're really testing your Chinese history. Goodness. Yeah, we're running out of time too. We might have to stop after we've talked to this old man and answered his questions. At this point, let's see. Hold on, I need a little bit of a... I need a unless someone knows the answer, because honestly, at this point, if we want to go faster, I think we will need to. I won't think I can hit 3. It's been 3 reigns. Interesting. 3 reigns. Yes. It's already been 40-some years since the Emperor's current reign, and it has been, I guess, it has been 3 emperors before then, I think. I'm trying to make sure I'm not misinterpreting this, but sorry. But anyway, or like mistranslating, sorry. That's good. Is there a time where there's even more rains needed? I don't know, like. Yes, the Emperor Gaozhong was reigned for 34 years. Do you know how many reigns would be used? I don't know. 14? Thank you. 14. He says like, yes, for like the reigns. I know it's like, it's not reigns, but I don't know how to explain. Nianhao is such a different weird word to translate. So like periods, it's like it's been 3 periods for the current emperor, and then like it roughly about 2.5 years can exchange for 1 period of reign. I know, it's very interesting. Well, because of that, don't you think it can be such a headache buying antiques? Oh, you might. That sounds about right. Era name? I'm not sure either. It's such a strange, like, to designate like time. Emperor reigns that way is very interesting. Yeah, it's a very weird term. I don't even know era name. I don't even know. I guess because that also makes it so which antique belongs to which era. It gets a little bit crazy. I feel like it was fate for us to have met. Friend, I have something that can to serve as our not parting gift, as our as proof of our meeting, or like as a meeting gift. Yay, we have the Athen boot, I think. Thank you very much, Septim. Well, he says like, well, I've stayed here for a bit too long. I'm going to head out. May we meet again. Yeah, so this is your only chance to have obtained that, the boots. Yadian. Okay, it's not for you. Is it for you? Yes, it is. It is better for her. I'll take that. Let me grab this chest, and then it's just another of the divine stones. Do I care? 五大员外. Let's see. Huh. He says, interesting. He's the assistant. Who's like, humph. These things don't even match up to Song Yunju in Luoyang City, and he has the gall to say we're an old establishment. Oh, how embarrassing. Yikes. So it looks like he doesn't have the confidence that the store manager does. Anyway, we're finally done with the Western market. No, we're not done with the Western market. I'm just kidding. I mean, I guess, like, for the sake of time, is there anything, like, that we really need to get in this part of the Western market? Like, I hope you guys are enjoying, like, I know there's a lot of NPCs. It's a lot to go through. And we lost about 15 minutes because of my son, so I understand. So I kind of don't know if we should be overdoing it. Anyway, let's talk to this weapons shop owner. Oh, he says, oh, hero, I have determined that. I see that you have in possession unsealed Chinese swords. I do happen to have a method to unseal that sword so it become a very the ultimate weapon, ultimate sword. But the process of unsealing is quite laborious and will require a great amount of energy. So I will need to have some. I will need to charge a fee for the labor. How about for 2,000 pieces of silver, rather than sell it back to that guy in Damascus? So yes, we want to pay the 2,000 for the Chinese sword to be unsealed. Anyway, here you have obtained the fish gut sword. I know. I think that was also in the previous game. So, this sword. And he's like, please, will you like to see if there's anything you need here? Yeah, now he's finished unsealing the sword and he's telling you to buy his wares. So, if you need to buy any other sword, this is the time to do it. Thank you, and thank you for unsealing the sword, dude. So, let us see if that fish gut sword is better than anything I have. It will lower your defense by 5, but gosh darn it, I'm doing it for the attack. The attack, he attack, he protect, he attack. He got the fish gut sword back. No, I'm just joking. I know that was like a meme before. He protect. It was like he protect, he attack, so, or like said person protect, said person attack, said person something something. Like, it was like a meme format. I don't think I've seen that meme in a long time. Okay, we are getting really close to time, so I think we're about at time actually. But most importantly, set person, blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. That's the meme format, but I haven't seen that meme format in a long time. Yeah, next time I can just tell you which place and who to talk to. Yeah, for the next time, it just takes too long if we're gonna talk to all the NPCs. All right, we have the pearl ring, and yeah, at least we finally got our Chinese sword unsealed. And this is the poor thing. And this is the long life medicine shop. Like, they're like, he's an old establishment, and whatever kind of medicine, feel free to pick. They have some interesting things, but nothing I really care about at this moment, so. Yeah. Yeah, for the sake of time, we're probably gonna not get everybody. Alright, let's at least get the Dew of the Bee King. And the berry of the mountain snake? Huh. that person sounds really sick. So anyway, I think we are at time. Excuse me. So let's stop here for today and then see if we can get more of the Western market done. Taiwan is a big place, so I kind of predicted we would lose a bunch of time in this market. I did predict my son would wake up, but you know, sometimes that happens. Poor thing. Or poor baby. He's not a baby though. My son is not a baby anymore. That's also kind of scary to think about. How time moves so quickly. Anyway, if you did enjoy today's stream, we do have a Discord where you can discuss this game and other games of interest, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or X or Blue Sky down below. And of course, if you did enjoy this week's stream, we have archives of previous streams on that YouTube page. I've been uploading a lot, so trying to beat that in 2019, the May 19th deadline. I'm probably focusing more on like the stuff that's not already on the main channel now at this point, because we are running out of time. So yeah, you'll see a lot of activity. There's some stuff that's publicized, a lot of it's just privated, so you don't see it, but it is being uploaded. But yeah, I guess we'll continue this on Wednesday and see if we can figure out more, get more stuff done, and I'll hopefully be able to start earlier, so it will be, we'll have more time. But anyway, thank you all for watching and dealing with my shoddy translations today. It was pretty but anyway, I guess as always, 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见, which means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thank you for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys had a good one, and see you later. Bye now. And no, seriously, I really need to get some historical context on some of this. Oh boy, there's a lot to go through for this period of Tang Dynasty. Anyway, see you later, guys.